Okay, in this video, I hope to show three things with regards to procedures. First, how to create them. Two, how to call the procedure. And three, how to get rid of the procedure should you not need it anymore and you wouldn't want it in your database. Okay, so first we start off with the usual use towel syntax. Then we're going to skip over to line 3, and we're actually going to switch the delimiter from the semicolon to the double slash. And the reason we want to do that is because we want to run the procedure that we do create as a whole block of code, which is kind of weird, but that's what you got to do. So I'm going to go ahead and switch the delimiter to a backslash. And in line 4, I'm actually going to create and name the procedure with the create procedure command, and then I'm going to call this get names high balances, and then you have to use these double parentheses. And then, oops, I think you have to use the double parentheses and also a semicolon, or maybe not. Let's see. Then we're going to specify where we're going to begin the procedure, and that's with that word begin, which is kind of interesting. Okay, and then I like to actually indent it a little bit to kind of just make it super clear what are the specific steps of the procedure. So here I'm going to start off with the select statement, select customer. I'm going to select the customer name field, and then I'm going to select the balance field. And then of course I'm going to specify from which table it's coming from, and it's going to come from the customer table. And then I'm going to say I want those customers with balances greater than 1,000, if that's considered high. I'm not sure if that really is considered high, but I'm saying it's high. Anyways, I don't like to owe more than 1,000. Okay, so then order by balance, and I want it in descending order, so I'm going to put descending. And I'm going to use a semicolon here because that's going to actually end our, that's going to actually be the last step in the procedure. And so then I'm going to go ahead and say that this is where I want to end it. And so I'm going to do the end, and then I'm going to do my double backslash. And then I'm going to go back and switch over in line 11, the delimiter, to its original semicolon state. And then I'm going to actually try to run this. So I'm going to hit run. Hopefully it goes well. Looks like we're good here. Create procedure. So it went all good. All right, so we created it, but now we actually want to use it. So I'm going to create a line of code here. And this is where we're going to actually call the procedure. So I'm going to say call and then get. Oops, I like to be consistent, so I'm going to say these are lowercase. It names high balances, and then semicolon. So I'm just only in line 13 going to run only this line, calling this, which I created earlier. So let's see if that goes well. And it looks like it did, because there we go. We got our customers, and we got them high balance, and they're in descending order. That's exactly what we wanted. So looks at least step 1 and step 2 are successful. We were able to create the procedure. We were able to call it, generate the results that we wanted. But let's say for some reason we don't want this procedure in our database anymore and we're going to get rid of it. We're tired of it. So then how would you actually get rid of it? So the way you get rid of it is you go drop procedure. And then you just say what the name of that procedure that you're dropping is called. So get names, high balances. And you do your little semicolon here. I hope I spelled it right. Let me see, get names, high balances. I think that's about right. So then I'm going to try to actually get rid of it. Hopefully this works. And run that line of code. And that was successful as well. So that ends the lesson. I mean, just creating the procedure, calling it. You created it here between, I guess, lines 4 and line 10 with this little funky line 3, which you have to change the delimiter, and line 11 you switch it back. In line 13 you call the procedure, and then somehow for some reason I decide to get rid of it, so in line 15 I'm dropping it. And that pretty much ends my video. I hope that was useful.